We're going to skip ahead to the morning. Hours up, and we're doing it, but don't worry, people, we're going to make today and this week great. Due to the cryptocurrency marketplaces, they look fantastic, and many of you may given the recent thorough dive into the crash. I don't think so, since everyone is anxious about what we're going to talk about. Anything, but let's get right into it. I apologize for the lengthy introduction, but I would like to give you a quick rundown because, as you can see, I'm just your typical Joe. I'm just like you. Everybody has their own problems. It's not like this place is perfect. I think I'm handling the dog problem. In the next 30 days, everything will be Friday is over, and the mainstays appear. It's the cone, I believe. He may not want to sleep with the cone on his head, in my opinion. And I believe he ought to begin speaking. Walks, but he won't be permitted to go for a stroll for at least 3 more weeks. To ensure that the plate sits and that he builds back on it once he begins to walk and use that leg. Back up, let's get started. We'll be returning to a solid point here anyhow. Bitcoin, how does it appear? It appears rather flat. Ethereum's price is currently $3,682, down 0.6% over the last 24 hours to $69,738. It has decreased by 42% in the previous days since our last video. Do you recall our discussion on USD and USDC? What do we observe? From $1 to what? Just $1, have they both decreased? Does that imply that investors have returned to the markets? XRP is still less than 50 cents, so I now have 49 cents. Because they're about to pump the mighty crap out of anything, just watch, sit back, put it in the back of your mind, and watch it. It's increased 57% over the last 24 hours in the entire cryptocurrency market capitalization of $2 trillion, with $575 billion being one of the tokens. I believe one of the coins that was going to make a significant move has passed away. I believe there is a bottom for the Polkad, and it is ready to rip and roar. Indeed, I do maintain your focus on the Polkad. If you want to purchase something, consider purchasing a different shade. Continue the block, I take it. For myself, I have 2 coming in today. You can pay in Sarana for about 65 XRP, then choose some products, such as the Stanley Cups that will be released soon, along with some new whiskey. I have sets of whiskey that arrive. Exquisite boxes. Brad Garlinghouse represented that consensus. He stated, I'm not anti-OS, but I don't think Dogecoin has been a good thing for the industry. Of course, Brad took a lot of criticism for this one. Pay attention, the fact that the U.S. economy is the largest in the world astounds me. Symbolizes, well, the absolute minimum of regulatory clarity in my opinion, the moment the U.S. economy truly opens up and institutional funding starts to flood in. Just some of the potential opportunities are unpredictable, but the most important item I'll mention and enjoy. How far does this go? You know, we need to be about more than just speculation. I get a boatload of flack for saying these things, but I won't stop. While I'm not against Dogecoin, I don't think it has been beneficial for the industry. Yet it seems as though I'm unsure of the use case. There is a lot of real utility that I can see, but I'm not sure whether projects are being established to address it. Throughout numerous distinct chains, and I believe that's what's crucial after 10 years, my perspective, a prediction must address a problem that solves actual issues, such as whether or not to believe what Brad is saying or whether or not to get upset about it. Really, I believe he is correct. Because this is what I believe will occur. I give it a lot of thought, and I don't really believe he's going for Doge. I believe he is disparaging the industry. I believe he is attempting to convey that there is a lot of garbage out there with all that is going on. Coins on the market that are consuming a large portion of market capitalization and coins with no use at all. You already know the outcome. They fail, and you lose a significant amount of money. Here, Dogecoin has been an extremely uncommon instance. All of this is because of Elon Musk. The question is, what would have happened to Doge if Elon hadn't mentioned it or taken any action? Nevertheless, I can still guarantee you that many people purchased Doge at its peak because Elon Musk was discussing it, so I believe that's what Brad was trying to say. He's not really taking a hit at Doge, in my opinion. We started moving. What more can be done with this Bitcoin Ethereum, both at a 30% index weight, with XRP being the third largest at 11.71. This contains a small Cardano, a small AVAX, and a small chain link. I'm not angry about their possessions, I like them. It's odd because when we look back, there was no XRP when we looked over here in 2021. These first 3 years had no XRP, but in 2022 and 2023, they dropped it, and I added it back. This is the historical performance, which is evident from what happened in June 2021. Well, there was a period of bullishness. Because we experienced the bearish period, it pretty much went flat, but now that it is starting to tick back up again, it is going to keep ticking up because, well, Bitcoin is about to hit $100,000, so history is being made. A significant area of previous resistance for Bitcoin has turned into fresh support, creating a historically significant technical feature. What is the topic of discussion at hand? The first zone to be flipped was 60K, and while we aim to flip far higher, the following is what will transpire first. People, and I was one of those that I told you about. I warned you that a decline and a crash would occur soon. Even if there was only a slight decline, nothing out of the ordinary, people are going crazy about crypto and us. You're familiar with the scenario. Here's what we're looking at if Bitcoin drops any further. Your bottom is 64,000. It won't go about $5,000 separates them. It would indeed result in a decline in XRP, likely to the lowest point in its purchase range. This rises to a height of 44 to 45 cents. We demonstrated that to you. Graph. That is your absolute lowest point, and if it does occur, we will accelerate rapidly. This doesn't have to happen, but it is what I think is going to happen. The cryptocurrency markets are going to see a significant shift, and who will lead the way? Well, it's quite simple. Bitcoin will take the lead. There is going to be a parabolic move in Bitcoin. How can we determine whether we hold or break 74,000 at the moment of the parabolic move? We will soon see a push-up to the mid-80,000 region, which will be your first stop when we get that push-up into that $80,000 region, provided we get at least a daily close above the $74,000 level. Everyone, now is not the time to panic. When we reach our first halt, we will see a slight retrace, but we will still push forward and finish this year with more than $100,000 in Bitcoin. Now is not the time to become anxious. This is a fantastic time to buy. If I take it, that's what you want to accomplish. Right in front of you, I'm going to be buying XRP today at a rate of 49 cents while I get ready for work, pull up my nice website and my small iPad, and do all of this. I do think the bottom is in, or at least we are as close to the bottom as that, and that someone is probably going to snap me up for roughly 20,000 XRP. We're going to get, I won't just sit here and moan, because XRP might be making a great little move soon. For 49 cents, I am a very satisfied customer. And I won't be kicking myself in the butt if it does fall to the bottom of that range, which is around 45 cents above 4 cents. You're curious as to why, given that XRP is currently at a new all-time high of 45 or 49 cents at the end of this bull run. It won't matter which of those, everyone. Keep your strength up.